Hello guys, today's video gonna be AR setup number 10. Number 10, we're gonna teach you how to set a body damper system. Today's body damper system gonna be version 1. It's gonna be a little bit easier for you to get started. And today's setup also gonna be based on video number 9. Okay, because remember I have a different version on the setup on the back rear bumper setup. So it really depends the dimension which is on your back, and it's gonna be a little bit different, but you know, the basic concept it is same. Okay, for today's setup, what we need, it is the item number 15495. This is the carbon fiber reinforced plate set, and this item also available on the FRP version, which is the item number 15193. Okay, but I highly recommend use the carbon fiber version because it's a little bit stronger and lighter. And we also gonna use the item number 15243, the FRP rear roller stay for Super X chassis. And you also can use the item number 950A9, okay? And also the item number 15499, it's work as well. And we're gonna expand those later, okay? First, we're gonna cut two arms, which is for the body damper system. So this is the piece that we're gonna use. So it's gonna be right here. So when you put this one right here, you will notice the engine part, which is located right here, is blocked away. So this is our problem right now. We have to remove a little bit right here. So these pieces right here can bypass hitting the engine part right here. Same thing right here. Okay, see it's hitting. So we have to remove part of the carbon fiber, which is make it bypass. Okay, just mask tape the part I'm gonna remove. So after remove this, you're gonna have very clear pieces right here. So the body damper system can bypass all the engine part. Okay, so make the move. Okay, for moving that, we're just gonna go ahead and use a Dremel to follow the line cut like this, and this, and this. Okay. So okay, after I remove the part, it's gonna be looks like this. Okay. So let's take a look at it. Okay, see, and it looks like this. And then make sure there's a little bit right here. See the little edges right here. And I try to use a knife and remove just a little bit. Okay, because these pieces right here, if you don't remove, it have a little bit of chance to contact right here. So after remove, it will be bypassed like this. Okay. So on the other side, which is right here, looks okay, but it's be safe. We're gonna remove a little bit right here too. Okay. It's clear. Okay. And then next, we're gonna talk about the mounting point, which is on the back. So the mounting point in the back right here, make sure you have to put a different size of spacer. Okay, so it's really hard for me to tell you how high you want it to be, but when you put this one right here, make sure it can be like this. Okay, make sure do not mount too high like this, have to be a little bit lower like this. Okay, on top of that, I put a lock nut, which is like this, because lock nut on the top of tips right here have a bit round surface, so it can help the body damper system joint can move like this. It's really smooth. Okay, so gonna on top just put a lock nut, which is like this. Okay, so we're gonna talk about a little bit dimension right here after we fully set up the body damper system. Okay. And moving to the next, we're going to talk about the support, which is on the top. Okay, for the support on top, and you have a lot of choice. And if you're new, you don't know how to do it, and I highly recommend using this item number 15243, because you're looking for some like rear plate, which is have the mounting point, which is like this, so it can fit like this. See that? So it will fit with these two mounting point right here. So like this. So in this case, you don't have to drill at your hole to make it fit. Same thing as this one, the item number 15499, and they also have these pieces right here. See these two mounting point, which are located right here and here, will be fit. okay? And also you're looking for this mounting point which is located right here. So this mounting point is gonna be our damper gonna go to. And same thing as here, you have the pieces right here, this mounting point which is right here. They have exactly same dimension, okay? So today we're just gonna use this one, and I think this is most easy and cheaper for the setup, okay? Okay, right here, the yellow mask tape, that's the part we're gonna remove. So either using Dremel, which is this one right here, or either use a plastic cutter. Because this is FRP, so plastic cutter will work as well. And if you have a carbon fiber version, and you have to use a Dremel for sure, okay? So after remove it, gonna be looks like this. So now we're gonna go ahead and move it to the assembly. So we're gonna put this one right here, and this one right here, okay? So, okay, gonna be looks like this. I use 10mm screw and a with lock nut to lock this one top of the two arm. So it's gonna be looks like this. So then we're gonna go ahead and put on the car. Okay, it's gonna be looks like this. Okay, right now I think it's time to talk about the back, the spacer. Okay, so when you put a spacer, okay, because everybody has different setting in it, it's really hard for me to tell how many spacer you need. Okay, like in my situation, I put a 1.5 and a 3mm and a lock on top of that. So in this case, you can bring up my arm right here a little bit higher than this part right here. So just make sure your bar damper arm has about 3-degree angle, which is from back to the front, which is right here. Okay, so you can see my back have a little bit slightly higher, and the front a little bit lower, but it's almost level. Okay, so like this. Okay, so this is the right setup. So you have to give about like a I would say 3 to 5 degree. But my personal don't really recommend to put like 5 degrees. I think 3 degree or 2 degrees is already pretty good. Okay, I saw a lot of people among the body damper system like this. Okay, like this, the super high and the super big angle. When it's too high, the screw right here is gonna be very easy to bend. Okay, another thing, it is really ugly, because when you put a body on top of that, it's gonna be like this. Think about it, it's really gonna be don't really look like, it's not gonna be really looks that nice. So recommend like this. Okay, it's mine is like about like 3 degree like this. Okay, okay, so you have using different size of spacer and washer, and make sure reserve some space right here for the lock nut. So add it together, have to be looks like this. Okay, and then next we're gonna put a damper on the arm right here. Okay, for mounting a damper on the front, we're gonna use 2 of 25mm screw, which looks like this. Okay, and recommend use this AR damper. Okay, like this. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this one, the big one first on top. I'm gonna do the big one first. Okay, so the wrong hole right here goes to the down like this, and the top, this one goes like this. Okay, and next put a one regular nut right here. Okay, and then set it right here like this. Okay, on top make sure you use lock nut. Okay, because if you use regular nut, one day will come off. So it's gonna be looks like this. We're gonna lock it. Okay, gonna be looks like this. Make sure right here we're gonna, you see how low it is. So it's right here. Let me give it a good angle. So right here you see it's touching. So in this case, it's time to adjust the height of the damper. So what you're gonna do, it is gonna loose up. First thing, we're gonna move this one. Then gonna adjust the damper, which is like this. Keep it about 1.5mm away from the ground, like this. So after that, you're gonna top using the knock driver on top, and here using a wrench right here to lock all the way, make it tight. Okay, like this. So let's take a look at it again. Okay, see. Okay, like this. Try to not keep this one too high. It makes it a little bit lower, about 1.5 millimeter, like the way I have. Okay, so right here, see there's a little bit of screw head stick out. Maybe, you know, I think a 20 millimeter screw on this type of setting should be fine, but just be safe by using 25. Okay, so you can go ahead and maybe you can swap with 20 millimeter screw, which is right here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. Okay, gonna be looks like this. And next we're gonna do the back. The back we're gonna use a soft cushion sponge, which is right here. And we're gonna go ahead and cut small pieces, about like this much big. Okay, gonna cut two. Okay, like this. And then we're gonna make a little hole. Use 2 millimeter hand drill to make a hole. Okay, and then this piece is gonna go right here. And then top, we're gonna use a lock nut. Make sure the top you have to use in lock nut because you're not gonna lock all the way. You're gonna lock a little bit. Okay, so you're gonna lock until your nut contact with the sponge, the green sponge over there. So it's gonna be looks like this. So this lock nut actually right here just keep the sponge in the place and preventing this arm right here joint move up like this. So you don't have to lock all the way, otherwise the arm will not move. Okay, so it's gonna be looks like this. Let me give a better angle, you can see it. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, before we end of today's video, and here's another tips need to share with you, and when you have this type of setup. And you will notice right here it's not really, you know, solid, because here the AR chassis, this part right here, let me give a better angle, you can see it. Okay, because here this piece is right here, it's not flat. So only way you can do it is you have to remove a little bit right here. So in this case, this edges right here not gonna hit here. You have to bypass this location right here, because again, here a little bit off right here. That's why with a damper with hitting here, it's like this. Okay, so the yellow mask tape right here, this is the part we're gonna remove. Okay, after you remove this piece, it's gonna be looks like this. So can bypass this little off right here. So when the body damper system land on top of that, it's gonna be a little bit stronger and have a little bit better contact surface. Okay, so here's today's video. This is today's body damper system looks like, and this is just a simple version of today's body damper system. And for the next video, we're gonna do another professional type body damper system. It is gonna be more professional than this one, and it's gonna be fixed a lot of problem which is this body damper system have. Okay, so okay, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, just go ahead and leave a comment.